Welcome back to the Lowkey Airgunner YouTube channel. In this episode, I will be staining my Crossman Optimus. This is a fairly affordable woodstock rifle. Let's cut to me later or another day that is trying to start sanding this thing with 120 grain sandpaper. Cut. See you next day. Like I said, this is my first time doing this kind of project. I will be using the 120 grit sandpaper first. I will fold it like that and probably the other way too, so I can cut it in squares that I can use by end. And this is why I got this level right here. It works better with paper, but it works. So now I got a nice little square that I can use to scratch my precious stock. Hopefully it will turn pretty good, or I will regret this for the rest of my life. Is this filming? Hopefully it is. Yep. Looking at this, I think I will cut it even more because it is fairly big for most areas. So let's give it its first scratch, I guess. ASMR style. Didn't do much, it just looks like I left it in my truck. So yeah, I will start rubbing it with this 120 grit sandpaper and do some kind of edit to make it look cool. I don't know if I'm getting to wood faster there, or if they added filler of some kind. Hopefully not. Yet this is all I got done by rubbing like this. I'm still pretty far from it, but you don't want to get too far with the 120 or you will remove too much material for nothing. But yeah, I will remove this microphone, keep filming for a bit, and you know, you will see that. I got my phone right there in case I want to catch up on Oshoot's video. This is a pretty cool chair. Forgot to bring a rag. Good enough. So I barely scuffed it yet. So yeah, this is what I got done. I have to do this, but a little bit more, just a tiny bit more with the 120, and then make every details alright, like this is harder to do, and all kind of stuff. I will stop filming for now and keep doing that and show you guys the result later, I guess, because my phone is going to be full before I finish that. But you have to rub pretty good to get the old finish off of it. This will be a pretty fun and relaxing project, I guess, and I will see y'all later. Pop. So yeah, quick update. I'm filthy. I got most of one side done after, I don't know, 30 minutes, or I'm having fun, okay? I don't know how much time it took. This is pretty much where I'm going to stop with the 120, and then I'm gonna do another pass with a softer one, probably only the 220, I believe. Yeah, because 320 will be a bit too soft. I think 220 will be good enough to have a smooth finish, but let the oil and stain penetrate a bit better, but I'm not a professional. Timmy is way better than me at this. Thanks to Timmy for the tips, and I will see y'all after firing the fire and sending this thing with the 120 grit. Are you mad though? Are you a big dog? Big doggy, 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 doggy. Attack! Let's do some ASMR. Scrunch, scrunch. Scrunch, scrunch. Doggy, doggy. Chauffeur. Now let's do the opposite of ASMR and explain why my audio in the basement sucks. That's hot. That's cool. I just realized I was not filming for the last bit, but it is what it is. Because you don't want to see me send this thing for hours, you only want to see the result. I think. Hopefully. Maybe. Hopefully not. Give me some watch time. But yeah, I will try to make a time lapse for the rest of it, I guess. Hoping this is in frame somewhat, and so we can get a bit of footage. I'm gonna take the mic off because we're gonna have shit audio because of this thing anyway, and I'll see y'all. It is now a bit later, the same day. I got the 120 grit sandpaping done. Sandpaping? Sablage. So I got it all sanded down, and honestly it is pretty smooth. I don't even think I need to use some 220 or 320, but I think I will try to remove a little bit more over here because I always thought this was a bit too big for my end, and it is also not really straight. I mean, it is not level with this, and this is also because this is more of a right-handed rifle, I guess. It is not the same on both sides, so this is not level, and I always hated that when I tried to install the scope. Nothing is lining up together. I know that I need to look at this, but nothing is lining up together. Usually you try to find the line in the middle. It is really easy with synthetic stock, but not with this one. So I will skip this part because I don't want to bring everything in the garage. It is cold. I just want to remove a bit of excess material, and I will come back to sand it down by hand and try to get a better feel for it. I will try to get some good shots of before and after so you guys can see what I changed and what I did not. But yeah, this is a bit too big for my end and a bit awkward at the bottom, I think. So I will try to customize this, and hopefully my girlfriend is not dead upstairs and it will look better. I will try to put some Sharpie where I do want to remove some material. You guys see what I need to do for you? Please leave a like, okay? I will try to put some Sharpie to mark where I want to remove some material. So yeah, I guess I forgot to make a before and after, but I guess you can understand what I'm doing anyway. Doesn't look straight, but it is not straight anyway. I just want to shave a little bit out there and on the side so it fits my small hands better. So I will go into the garage and come back when the rough part is done. We'll come back inside. It is now a bit of a different shape, I guess. In my hands it feels a lot better like this. I don't know if it looks better, but I don't really care about that yet. I think it looks good, honestly. But what really matters is that I don't have to stretch my pinky anymore to reach under that, and that will be so much more comfortable for my hand, and hopefully I can shoot better. Probably not, but so now all I need to do is to sand this down with the 120 and then go over with the 220, and I will be ready to put some stain after I clean the dust off, of course. Well, I will just try my best to remove the black marker that I got on here and to smooth the edges out like I want them to be. This is some pretty in-depth custom work, okay? Using black marker was stupid. Please use a normal pencil, I guess, with graphite or plumb. Un crayon de plomb. Yep, my shipping is done, but this Sharpie is really giving me trouble, so don't do that. If you do that, don't do that. Just looking for scuffs that I did with the sander. This is looking really good, but I still got a bit of black. I got rid of most of the black, but there's still a tiny bit, so don't use a Sharpie. This gave me more work than shaping this, kinda. I really like the little shelf kind of thing that it created for my pinky to be able to hold it and not stretch it, like, you know, I got a better grip. Now basically all I need to do is to cut myself a small piece of 220 grit and go over the whole thing again. This is all the 120 grit that I use to sand the whole stock, so you don't need a lot. I will most likely not even need a whole square, and I messed up most of my thing by not applying enough pressure, but that's alright. I will most likely not even need one square like that to do the whole thing. For some reasons this one is not I don't know this word. Déchiré? Rip. Okay, rip, déchiré. Thanks. This one is not ripping as good as the other one, so that was kind of dumb. Use some scissors or a knife or whatever you like, he said, before not doing that at all. I think it might be because my table is not straight. Okay, so now I got a pretty rough piece of 220 grit, and I'm gonna do that over all of it, even if it will not make a big difference that you guys will not be able to tell. So 220, and I'll be back. But yeah, cut to the next clip. I just went over the stock with the 220 grit sandpaper, and it is now very smooth now. I will not use the 320 grit. I think this is more than enough. Now I am filthy and the stock is too. This is enough for today. I did the old sanding, reshaping, and I need to clean myself before the supper is ready. I am really happy with the shape and the little shelf for my pinky that will help me get a better grip. Now I will blow some air on it to remove the dust, and tomorrow I will clean it with alcohol and make sure there is no more dust before I stain it. I will probably hang it like that and try to, but you will see that later. So I guess cut to me cleaning this thing and being ready to stain it.